Fox 61 News at 5 starts now.
Now at 5, a shocking assault of a teen waiting at a school bus stop. That teen now speaking out. That's new tonight.
Plus, frustrations continue for parents in one school district. We're looking at the concerns they have over bus issues and what the school is saying tonight.
And a new report out about a police-involved shooting from last year, what the investigation concluded about the incident.
I speak to you today with feelings of profound sorrow.
And we're hearing for the first time King Charles III speaking out since his mother's death, the message he shared with the world in mourning.
Good evening and thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. The teen who police say was assaulted and robbed yesterday at a bus stop in Wethersfield is now sharing their story.
That happened in broad daylight and the suspect is still on the loose tonight. Fox 61's Carmen Chow joins us live in Wethersfield now with more on that teen's message. Carmen.
Brent and Sarah, I'm standing at the corner of Sunset Boulevard and Maple Street, where this exact grassy spot is where that teen stood early yesterday morning when he says two people started assaulting him. The moment so traumatizing, he now refuses to stand out here for the school bus.
I was a little shooken up, and I still am.
14-year-old Sean is still recovering from what happened to him Thursday morning as he was waiting for a school bus by himself. He said what started as a quiet school day took a turn for the worst. A car with two people inside suddenly approached and attacked him.
One dude gets out in a COVID mask and like a black hoodie, and he tells me to give me my stuff, and I say no. Then he starts, hitting me, and I hit him back.
Sean says his phone was stolen and the suspects drove off. Police eventually found his phone partially damaged. Cuts and bruises still visible on his eyelid from defending himself.
They were punching me, slapping me, whatever they really could to damage me.
Neighbors in the area reacting to the scary incident, especially because a similar incident happened in Windsor in 2018.
I was scared. I mean, who is not scared? I mean, we love our children, our grandchildren. We don't want nothing to happen to them or to anyone else.
Maria Estevam says she always accompanies her grandson at the bus stop, never knowing what can happen.
He can get off the bus, and if he doesn't run, somebody can come and grab him.
Wethersfield Public Schools Superintendent Michael Emmett issuing a statement reminding all students to be aware of their surroundings. He said, quote, waiting for school buses in groups and having alert neighbors keeping an eye out around bus stops are ways to maintain a safe environment and be alert to any danger. Police say they do not have suspect descriptions at this time, but Sean says it appeared to be two teens. But if you witness anything strange, you're urged to reach out to police immediately. I'm live in Wethersfield. Carmen Chow, Fox 61 News.
All right, thank you, Carmen. And a chorus of concern has gotten louder over the last 24 hours. Parents are upset about what they say are safety, communication, and timeliness issues with school busing in Waterbury.
Fox 61's Matt Karen is live outside the city's lot after speaking to parents and school officials. Matt?
Well, that's right, guys. Behind me is the bus lot for Durham School Services. It's one of two companies that the city of Waterbury contracts with to transport kids to and from school. Transportation that over these first 2 weeks of the new school year, parents tell me has been a nightmare.
But at the end of the day, we still need our kids home, safe, and on time.
Parents in Waterbury.
Overcrowded buses, definitely. Bullying on the buses.
Sounding the alarm on school bus safety. After a 4-year-old was dropped off alone here on West Main Street, 30 minutes from her house, the bus company, Durham School Services, declined a request for an interview for the second day. In a statement, blaming it on a routing software glitch, saying they, quote, apologize for the inconvenience.
My kid's life is in your hands, literally, so I am going to be upset.
Parents tell Fox 61 the busing problems have been going on for
years. I have one kid who gets out at 3-something. He doesn't get home till 4:30, so the bus rides are super long for them.
Kids not picked up, not dropped off, or riding the bus for hours.
Matt, the issues that you just brought up, like students waiting hours. We have not seen any evidence of that.
Superintendent Dr. Verna Ruffin told Fox 61 they have 119 drivers for 107 routes.
We know for a fact that students are arriving home much earlier this year than they did last year.
Dozens of parents have taken to social media to voice their concerns because they claim Waterbury's bus coordinator is hard to get a hold of.
Extension 4030 does not answer.
The district essentially telling Fox 61, if no one returns your call, call again.
They need to let us know. Not only are we staffed to respond to parents at the Welcome Center and through Jeff Hunter's office, but there's a large number of my staff who are answering phone calls.
All right, and I just got off the phone a few minutes ago with a representative from the Amalgamated Transit Workers Union. They represent the Waterbury school bus drivers, and they tell me that this year Durham School Services has eliminated some bus routes in order to cut some costs. They've also added several stops along bus routes, making it harder for those kids to get home. And again, we did reach out to Durham School Services for an interview, but they declined. We're live here in Waterbury. Matt Caron, Fox 61 News.
All right. Thank you, Matt. Well, a follow-up tonight. Connecticut's Inspector General has ruled an officer-involved shooting in Meriden was justified. Meriden officer Eric Simonson shot Kenneth Struthers at Flamingo Inn on North Broad Street back in February 2021. The Inspector General's investigation showed Officer Simonson reasonably believed Struthers had a gun and was ready to shoot. The report shows Officer Simonson shot through a window of a car, hitting Struthers in the abdomen. Police say a gun was found under Struthers as they treated him for his injuries. The investigation says when Struthers was at the hospital, he told the staff he wanted to die by a police shooting.
All right, to the weather now. We finally made it to Friday. We had to wade through 4 work days this week.
Yeah, and a lot of them had rain too, right?
Yeah.
Wait, was that this week?
Yes.
Okay.
It was.
Yeah, Monday,
it's hard
right?
to remember.
It is hard to remember.
You're sounding like me, and it's my actual job to remember
That
weather.
makes you feel
and I'm
better.
like, what happened yesterday? But yes, Monday and Tuesday we had that nice soaking rain out there that we so desperately needed, which is all the more reason why we can enjoy this nice dry weekend ahead. We already had the rain. Now we get to enjoy spending time outside like we have the last couple of days. 77 degrees for the New Haven area. It is so perfect out there. I mean, you just couldn't pull me inside today. We started off this morning with those really refreshing, comfortable morning low temperatures. Tomorrow, though, is going to be warmer. High temperatures will climb into the mid 80s, maybe even some upper 80s as we head through the afternoon. Look at this satellite and radar. It looks like somebody's carved a hole out of the clouds, the impact of high pressure sitting directly overhead. Low temperatures tonight dropping back into the 50s. So again, refreshing, great for keeping those windows open and heading through the day tomorrow, turning warmer with highs in the mid and even upper 80s possible. We will see increasing clouds as we head into tomorrow night, and then more clouds for the second half of the weekend on Sunday, maybe even some showers by Sunday evening, but we make it through the majority of the day, if not the entire day, dry before that happens. We'll show you the full weekend forecast, plus why you might want to wake up early for the sunrise tomorrow morning, coming up.
The sounds of cannon fire ringing throughout the United Kingdom and British territories to pay tribute to Queen Elizabeth II. Royal mourning includes cannons firing from the Tower of London and Hyde Park. Let's take a live look right now at Buckingham Palace. King Charles III has declared a period of official mourning to last until 7 days after the Queen's state funeral. And new tonight, King Charles speaking for the first time since the Queen's death. Fox's Madeline Rivera breaks down what he had to say as he addressed his nation.
That promise of lifelong service I renew to all today.
King Charles III vowing to continue Queen Elizabeth's legacy on Friday. In his first address as monarch, Charles spoke about his family, including his sons William, now the Prince of Wales, and Harry, as well as their wives Catherine and Meghan. Britain's new king also delivered a message to his late mother.
Thank you for your love and devotion to our family and to the family of nations you have served so diligently all these years.
Earlier Friday, Charles arrived back in London for his first full day of duties. Alongside Camilla, the Queen consort, he greeted crowds of supporters at Buckingham Palace.
The fact that they're out here greeting people the day after his mother has passed away is pretty incredible.
King Charles takes the throne as the world mourns the Queen's death. On Friday, bells tolled, and the 96-gun salute rang out across the UK to mark her passing. Thousands of supporters have gathered outside of Buckingham Palace and Balmoral Castle, many saying they're feeling strong emotions about the end of the Queen's 70-year reign.
She's just been a constant through everything that's good and bad.
President Biden says he plans to call the new king soon, and he'll also attend the late Queen's funeral. In London, Malta Rivera, Fox 61 News.
Since Queen Elizabeth's passing yesterday, a local business in Simsbury has been getting a lot of attention. A Spoonful of Britain opened on June 1st, which was the Jubilee weekend. The small shop sells British groceries and home decor. Not to mention, they also have a cardboard cutout of Queen Elizabeth herself, and the owner encourages customers to take a selfie with her. The owner tells us why the Queen was such an iconic leader and the impact her death will have on the British population.
She has just been almost the backbone of the country. I think she has always been there. We've looked to her for, guidance on a lot of things over the years. There's been so many things that she's lived through.
Yeah, the store had a good selection of items commemorating Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee, but many customers have been quick to buy them.